man.
About those two players, can you talk about these?
Yeah, so
Do you know any of these?
I don't believe I do, but I think that's one of the beautiful things about pools. I think of all the tournaments that I've been to, there's only a handful that really highlight the beauty that is pools play early on. So well, because it's so easy just to keep round robin throwing the top players on, but Genesis, Smash Con, and the Big House specifically are really good about making sure that everybody gets their chance on the big stage.
Love it.
So
I honestly love it.
yeah, I believe it was Peparony. What was that other name again? SolidTips, got you. SolidTips and Peparony are getting ready to throw down right here.
Wait!
So SolidTips, of course, coming through with the snake play. I see it. I didn't get it.
Déjà vu. We had the same game, Steve, against the snake, like 2 games before.
Okay.
And the snake won this time. Is it going to be different this time?
Yeah, this is going to be an interesting sort of matchup. I think, I've always felt that snake does really well versus characters that can't play the game that he plays. Any character that can kind of outzone and set up shop, whether it could be as complex as like a Mii Gunner, or something as simple, cut and dry as Samus, he always struggles a little bit. And I feel kind of the same here in a matchup like this. A lot of what makes Snake dangerous, I mean, a character like Minecraft, you can just disengage, as you can see right here, man, from 59% to 111. And he's just minding his own business, doing what he does best.
Exactly, I do agree on you. If the game plan of SolidTips is just to play his own game and letting Peparony do his own stuff on the side, he's going to lose it in the end.
That's right.
But if he tries to go to annoy a bit Peparony, throw those grenades, and try to avoid those blocks without letting him go for those mining stuff, he can still win. Now I'm kind of scared because there's already a diamond, and I think I saw a second one.
That's right.
So Peparony is having good stuff in his backpack.
Yeah, and this is the tough part about Snake. I feel like you get so much.
See, he had another one.
That he has another one, and this is what is this? He kind of struggles sometimes because, at early on he spends so much of the match kind of conditioning. He's setting up shop, and traditionally the average character in the game is going to be struggling. They're going to be like, okay, do I let him keep setting up grenades? Do I try to get close? If I get too close and I hit him, then of course I get exploded. I mean, he just literally has a grenade in his hand and I blow it. But here though, you've allowed Minecraft Steve to kind of get his tools and play a little bit too long. But wait a minute though, the difference is that I got really good normals up close.
Yeah, and I think that's something Peparony works on, because you can see the way his game plan shifted when he crafted that diamond tool, and this is where he started struggling. So he needs to be more clean about his execution, stop whiffing those approach against Snake, who has so many tools to kill you at close range. And you can see already the whole mood of the game changed, because right now Peparony is going to be the one to look for interactions. So sure, he did manage to craft another diamond tool and find another one, but you need to use them properly now.
That's right. I mean, Snake just gets so much off the bait and punish play style, or just even you approaching him haphazardly, aggressively, whichever way besides proper. Snake has a punish on the ready, but that should be enough to do it. Snake becomes the most impossible character in the world to fight with the lead. Very smart right there from Peparony to cut that one down as quickly as possible.
Yes, finally, he had to get that kill quickly, and now we are back to square one, where SolidTips need to find a way to bridge those walls stone with those grenades, try to gather some damage in there, and in the end, just as first time, manage a way to punish the approach of Peparony. On the other side, we have Peparony, who needs to be more wary against on this approach, and for now he's doing well.
Yeah, I think he's doing really well, too. I'm glad you brought that up, like the whole idea of approaching properly. I think another thing that Peparony's been doing a really good job of here, especially on stock number 2, is getting up underneath SolidTips. I mean, it's no secret that Snake on the ground, one of the most dangerous characters in the game, but when he's off of his feet, his ass is in some trouble. And with this in mind right now, man, Peparony certainly exploiting that in a big way. We're kind of getting a rinse and repeat off what we've seen from stock number 1, where the percent start to kind of, trail out of control a little bit.
Yeah, and I mean, Peparony decided, you know what, I do have a diamond, I don't want to approach anymore, I'm just going to let SolidTips do the work. And because of that, we see him mine all day long, and I think it's already his 4th diamond of the stock. Finding a good dash attack, no tech here on the block, finding a good kill here, and now this is where SolidTips is going to suffer a bit. Good juggle here.
And he's off of his feet. Yes, he's eating a lot of percent. We talked about how strong Snake's normals are, but the same could certainly be said for Minecraft.
According to the plan. The Kikaku was perfect.
That's right. That's right. That was chef's kiss right there. Wow, what a finish that was. And again, another really great thing about pools play is that you don't quite see the steamroll that you would see from like a top player playing against like a regional threat. You get to see evenly matched players, and sometimes in matchups that we don't get to see very often. Now, of course, with Snake and Minecraft Steve, we do see this one a considerable amount, but I don't think that we see quite the back and forth as much.
Yeah.
I think for a character again like Snake, he has some very obvious pros, and of course he has some very obvious cons. The big ones are that You know, the grounded game, not to be taken lightly. You know, if you approach him incorrectly, again, he will explode. And then on top of that, the ability to kill you at some ridiculously early percents. But Steve plays really well from up underneath, and if he gets Snake off of those boots, he's in trouble.
And we've seen on the first stock how, yes, he was ahead, but once he started to try to approach, it didn't end well for him.
No, it did not.
So the second stock and third one, he was like, yeah, you know what? I'm not going to do it again. I'm just going to gather more materials, even when I'm ahead. And I know that for sure one day you will be stressed out, you will try to approach, and this is what's going to happen. Literally, 69%, nice.
Yeah,
but yeah, already ahead, and again, he just wants to let SolidTips approach and punish him every time.
And I think we're seeing that right here. Dash attack, of course, is going to be kind of his bread and butter in getting out of jail. I think isn't like intangible or something like on the startup, or some part of Snake's body in dash attack is not what it's supposed to be. And, you know, of course, they're going to try to use it a lot to get out of jail. I completely understand. I mean, it's a really good explosive option. In those moments where Snake doesn't want to cook and really slow down the match, he will use it to kind of burst in. But he also has these really cool options as well, using Nikita, which is a little faster here. He said, you aren't the only one with tricks. Oh, my God.
Yeah, I do have mine, and I can also react to some obnoxious knockback and all, because you did the same thing before with those anvil at the end of the first game. I can actually try to get you with those backers. Didn't manage to find the kill, but did manage to even the odds with those percents. And another thing, we are on PS2, so there are no dirt and no wood on this platform, on this stage. And you can see already all this material had been left by Peparony. Now he's only going on with iron and stone, which is going to be a bit harder for SolidTips to get through.
That's right, yes, and that's a very smart thing. Again, it's just the manageability of your resources, I think, is going to really aid you in this matchup. Peparony, of course, has proven in the last game that he kind of knows how to use his Batman utility belt just a little bit better than SolidTips. However, SolidTips, though, working on a KO here pretty soon, but not while he has that first stock. Peparony goes up, but not quite in a big way here. All it's going to take is just one solid up tilt to really get it done. Like,
yo! Sniped! Oh my goodness, this was the worst situation possible for SolidTips. He got sniped.
Oh, wow.
That anvil just finished hitting up after the what's the name of it? The Cypher?
The Cypher, yep.
The Cypher, yeah.
Yep.
Just finished the hitbox after the Cypher, which was worst situation possible.
Yeah, I mean, that is just such a bad spot to be in. Again, Snake off of his feet, whether he's above the stage or he's off stage, he's in trouble. Now, he does obviously have armor, but, you know, ain't no armor on that Cypher, man. If you hit that, it's done.
Oh! Okay.
Wow.
I was scared for a second.
Okay.
Like, if he takes that and managed to reverse the whole situation, that would have been really fun and sexy, I have to admit.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, Snake combos, when he gets handsy with you, I mean, boom, it's chef's kiss every time. And, of course, right there, no exception at all. Now, again, we're kind of getting a rinse and repeat of what we've seen in some of the previous exchanges. You know, Peparony is definitely getting spicy right now, man. Just kind of backs off, gets his tools set up, and I got to call it for what it is, man. SolidTips is really struggling to get in through the maze that is Minecraft Steve.
Oh, and again, this frame 1 grenade can help him get out of some combos, but in the end, when you get hit once by that diamond tool, that's going to be enough. That's
right, yeah. You know, you just got to watch your percent sometimes. It's much easier to play the grenade play when
waiting there menacingly.
Oh, great parry. But that hitbox a little too large and in charge. Fortunately enough, wasn't quite able to connect that or the back throw into C4.
See the idea from SolidTips. He wants to get back in there. Is he going to find a good kill quickly? 180% is kind of doable yet, because there weren't a lot of materials on the side of Peparony, and the moment I see that he get like 50 seconds to craft, and a good ass flash in the face is going to make it. Yeah.
Wow. Now,
why go for something fancy where you can go for this?
Sometimes less is more, and I get it. You know, I think I love the fact that at the end, too, SolidTips was starting to cook the grenades a little bit.
Yeah,
that was really smart, because he realized, okay, I'm throwing them too early. He's not throwing them back because he's minding his own business. But by the time they're ready to explode, he's already Minecraft way out of the way. Now, let me hold him a little bit, and let me try to make sure that